Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford, bringing you WHODUNNIT 2014, the podcast where we go through the Who Killed Lucy Beale fucking, it's all coming out. Go through the Who Killed Lucy Beale storyline, ranging from kind of early 2014 all the way through to 2015 to the reveal and
February 2015, I assume it's got off fine.
Yeah, it comes out in the live episode, right?
And we're currently heading into the month of June. I think this is the last week of May, so we're heading into June, I believe.
Yeah, we are getting there.
So 6 months to Christmas, lads. You excited for
that's just Piggy realizing that I'm gonna forget what month we're in time. So it's like, yes, we're in June. We are in June. It's June now. We're in June. Don't fuck. Well, we're still in May, but we're nearly in June. Don't fuck it up this time.
So I can't wait till we're in August or September in real time, and then he's like, "Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Welcome to the podcast. We're in the 12th of July, maybe."
We are somewhere in the year of 2014.
It's gonna be funny when we get to Christmas, and I'd assume it would be like a Halloween in 2014. It's gonna be so funny because I know Ash is gonna fuck up and go, "Merry Christmas!" Oh, bollocks, bollocks.
Exactly. But yes, so this is WHODUNNIT 2014, episode 22. These episodes are going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 22 of 2014, or the episodes from the 26th of May all the way to the 30th of May. See, when you tell me it's May about 13 times, I'm not going to fuck it up. Although on every fifth time I will. And by fifth time I mean second. I'm not good with numbers, me. But yeah, the main storylines are one sub-story, two bigger ones. That's what we're going to get through this time. We have a very small one where Tamwa investigates the rot in hell business card that he found at Lucy's funeral. I assume it'll pick up a little bit further because Shabnam's gotten involved and, well, she doesn't really take the fucking hint. The Carters celebrate the future. And this as well, them getting Dean in the fold a little bit more, incorporating him into the family. And finally, we have Carol and David's wedding day. And in true Carol and David fashion, it didn't really go the way anybody planned. And obviously leads into David's exit, which is obviously his last time on the show, I believe, since 2014. Till this year, so
obviously he's been mentioned off screen, but yeah, I believe this is his last physical appearance until roughly late 2024. Obviously we don't know because we're filming this on the 30th of July.
He's fucked it, lads.
Re-record it. Around the circle we go. We're in the 30th of July recording this, so obviously he could literally walk in the door next Monday and be like, "Hello, lads." And then obviously we have someone in the comment section going, "Well, actually, you're wrong. He just appeared on today's episode." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking course. Fucking course." So yeah, just to switch to the two of us. I didn't roll the intro again, thankfully. That was good of me. But yeah, this is going to be fun. We're now diving into June. We're in the halfway mark nearly.
Yeah, it's true. I will say the wild bit is this is the first episode. This is one of the first episodes in a long time that hasn't had really anything to do with Lucy. Like the Carters and the Jacksons, and they've kind of really taken center stage with this one. So it was kind of wild. Obviously, there's less buy-in. Love the Carters. Don't really care for Carol or David. Like I like Carol. David's a bit of a bellend at all times, but he's lovable in a way. But like, if he was your mate, you'd fucking hate him at points in your life. It's fucking prick. He keeps coming and going.
I don't describe him as like the racist friend that you keep around, but he is essentially in that sort of kind of area where you're like, okay, Mate, you have some funny opinions, okay? You have some funny opinions, right? But you're utterly stupid. Alright, let's be honest. Like they don't mean to be stupid, but they're just accidentally stupid. That's what David Wicks is. Like, he doesn't mean...
Obviously, we wouldn't know anything about that.
No.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
Ash, stop
Obviously
pointing...
being stupid, not the racist part.
Stop pointing your finger at me, Ash. How dare you?
But hey, I said we.
But yeah,
I was going to say you, but I opened it up because I'm an idiot as well.
But yeah, obviously, like, I will obviously talk about it, but obviously, yeah, David to me is like, he's that one mate that you bring around once a year. He's basically in our friend group, he's the Louis Copeland, in a sense. That's what he is. He's the wild nutcase who does whatever.
No one knows.
No one
he
knows.
is the wild friend. You bring him around, you'll be there for like a fantastic stag do, but you ask him if he's going to be there on the wedding, he's like, bloody hell, I've just got somewhere to be. Sorry. Fucking hell.
Do you reckon in the stag do he's that mate who shows up with an inflatable willy?
Of course.
Okay,
he actually gets a cast made of his and gives it out to everyone. But yeah, as this is WHODUNNIT, we don't really do a big old fucking blah blah blah. How you doing, mate? How you been?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying this so far. I'm enjoying the month of May. It's been a good 5 months. I don't know how long we've actually been doing this in reality. We might have took a break from it, but we are back. We're on track. We're a week ahead. Can you believe it? The sun beaming in. Fucking, I feel like I'm in hell, or in Silent Hill. It's gonna be fun, and that's all I can say. How are you, mate? How's school been? You know, currently 14. You're in year 8.
I hate this bit.
You don't know.
I hate this bit. You didn't even really like your teen years. So yeah, we're in school this time. Do you like school? No, it was shit. Yeah, fair enough.
Look, we've got to make the pay at least once every 5 months, okay?
True. Yeah, it has been a while. Fucking hell. Yeah. Sorry, there was just someone horny on the Hollyoaks subreddit. Someone saying this is ripe for a good motorboating. Excuse me. Characters being played by a teenager. No, none of that, you fucking dirty bastard.
Is that Chris Tyson?
Not happening. It's not fucking happening. But yeah, I'm doing it. Alright. It's been chill. I'm still kind of preempting. Obviously, August is the busy month, and this comes out at the start of August. But like, obviously, the second week of this will likely need to be pre-recorded as well. So, and then obviously we have the trip to All In at some point as well. So it's a busy month. August is the busiest month of the year so far.
And then obviously,
like even when we're gonna be doing all the Christmas stuff, like, you know, that shit's easy anyways. Like, oh, what, you tell me I have to edit a bunch of videos like once a year? Fuck it, here we go. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm back.
Like, obviously, I don't like. Obviously, now that I've taken over the majority of editing, and I say editing, I mean
fade in, fade out.
Fade in, fade out. I mean, it's
put the title card in there.
What?
Put the title card in.
I mean, it's the hardest job in the world. Hardest job in the world. But yeah, obviously, coming up to Christmas, will be we will obviously be planning a Christmas trip, as we usually do Christmas, and then sometimes WrestleMania, and then sometimes like fucking maybe All In next year, maybe. Again, that's a huge maybe because no one asked you. Like, no, I like.
I've done it once.
I've done it once. You're not doing it again. And then it'll just be me, like the angry mother, when the child throws a tantrum, and like in the shop, I want a sweet. Fucking, it's just dragging you with me. Fucking come on, I can't say the word. You bunt. Come on. Yeah, I can do. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like the next couple of months. Obviously, these will be pre-recorded again, like they always will. Just like the podcast.
There is a chance we miss one or two of them. Let's be real.
We
should theoretically have it all together but also busy, busy, busy.
What I'm going to do is when I come over in August, I'm going to make him record a WHODUNNIT on the Thursday I'm there and the Monday. I'm not going to make him record when we're in the hotel. Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. And then you have Slater just stood there with a pint in their hand. It's like, guys, can you fucking hurry up? Ah, come on, the storytelling. But yeah, I guess just we're good. We're good. We're enjoying the end of the summer. We are getting prepared. Because after
Which means
August,
the end of some, we still have another month left.
yeah. But it's
August is the hottest.
it's,
Aye.
yeah, I know, but this is the start of the end. Because August is when they put out the Halloween decorations, and September is when they put out the Christmas decorations. And so
I do look forward to it getting a bit colder though. I never used to like Christmases. I know this is super derailed. But I never used to like Christmases, obviously because I was in like a fucking, I was a leather worker, and unsurprisingly, at Christmas people want to get gifts, and people get a lot of leather work gifts. So obviously Christmases would be fucking manic, because it's like, well, 5 days a week, guys. Obviously, we'd usually do 3. It's like, well, 5 days a week, we got to get all this shit done. It's like, And obviously, I still, just on medication now doesn't mean I don't suffer with depression. Obviously, I thought I had some, like, seasonal depression. And through not doing that job at Christmas time, my life has been significantly easier in the winter months. So, I think January's shit for everyone, personally, but... I look forward to seeing once again another year where I just get to fucking vibe.
I mean, I describe it as
And this time I'm much happier than I was last year, so.
I mean, I describe it as December's the month where you party, and then January's the day after where you have to clean up everything.
The long hangover.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck, why did they throw up in this?
And I don't even drink that much.
I don't even drink.
But the entire January, because this year I was like, I'm gonna fucking change everything. I'm gonna work hard. And obviously I've still been working hard. We've still been very active this year. I don't think we've been particularly. We may have been a bit lazy at points, but everything's still getting done, right? So we're still adhering to our schedules. And we are generally increasing what we're doing more and more. But yeah, fucking hell. Like I said, after the last couple of years, I want a good few quiet years. Can I get some chill years, please? After the hell that was last year, this one's been quite chill. So.
I mean, I do love the comparison that you have between this year and last year. Because last year it's like, oh, your brother's broke his kneecap. Oh, your grand's died. Oh, a few months later, your dog's died. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, and mum's dog's died as well. Sound. Oh, been fired from a job. Sound. Or I quit, I guess. Whatever fucking works.
No. You got fired, but according to him, you quit. It's that situation. It's like me with the house. You weren't thrown out. You left on your own accord.
Yeah.
So like, I just love it. You were like a plane going up, and then just.
Oh yeah. Like it was a roller coaster, but there were so many fucking loops that by the end you're just like, oh fucking hell, can I just leave, please?
It could have been much worse. Let's be honest.
It definitely could, for sure. It could have been much worse.
Well, at least 2024 is looking.
I was racking up like all the trauma. Nan's dead. Fucking sound. Best grandparent I've had. Gone. Great. Dog died at 14 years. Sound. Fucking hell. Was a rough year, but we got through it in the end. And this indeed kept me sane, so.
And I'm looking forward, like, I've been looking at, like, currently what's releasing in 2026. Because 2025 doesn't really have many.
In what sense? Like movies?
Yeah, movies. Because 2025 has obviously the Fantastic Four, and it has Captain America Brave New World, which they had to refilm. Because I think one of the main characters was called Captain Israel. And they had to be like, I think, I'm not too sure, that could be completely bullshit from what I heard, but I was reading the Discord messages where like people were talking about it, and someone just went, yeah, Captain Israel was a big part of the film, and they had to reshoot it, and I'm like, oh, imagine they released it without reshooting it. Ooh. And then obviously in 2026 we have Shrek 5, we have Toy Story 5, we have Super Mario Bros 2, we have the Avengers.
It's a great time to be 14 years old.
Avengers Doomsday. We have Spider-Man 4. I think Spider-Man 4 is coming out because they're shooting next year. So there's a lot of
Do they have a new Spider-Man?
No, they're going to keep Tom Holland.
No.
I think they're going to make how the Sam Raimi trilogy was just like him in college. Basically going to kind of redo that, but not redo it. Because I think from what I heard, they want Green Goblin, but they don't want it to be Norman Osborn. Does that make sense? Because they're like, we do not want to tread on the past. They say that.
Fair enough.
They brought the two Spider-Man back. Secret Wars 2027. But yeah, it's looking good. I know Ash is not going to watch Shrek 5.
No, fuck you.
Also, I hope it's sent to my phone. I'll pull it up in a second so everyone can have a look. But someone did a meme of the British party. And
You what?
I'll show you if I can find it where it is. Someone did a meme where it's the British.
It better be worthwhile.
Yeah. It's where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Someone did this. It's the Prime Ministers throughout the years of Shrek. I'll put it up, I guess.
Yep, that is indeed a meme.
I don't
know what reaction it's supposed to get.
Oh fuck.
It's not fucking balls deep laughter, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's like the fucking... Does anybody else do this? And it's like you like starfish in bed. It's like, haha, I do that.
Obviously, Ash, do you run through the Prime Ministers? Starting from the top.
You what?
Do you run through the Prime Ministers?
Do I have to?
I just have the image up here, but I can't see the fucking second man's face.
I just think it's I just don't think it's a very good bit. I'll be real with you, mate.
There we go.
I'll commit to it if you really want.
No, it's fine.
I just think it's a garbage bit.
But yeah, apparently Shrek hates the Tories as well, so there we go. So Shrek hates the Tories. The more you know.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Imagine he voted Labour.
Who the fuck knows?
But yeah, it's got to be. We'll get into these in a second. Let's just say we have a lot lined up for Christmas, and by a lot, we have nothing lined up.
We haven't planned anything yet.
No.
We have so much in the store. We haven't talked through ideas yet.
The one thing I want to do, but I have not got Ash to agree with me, is I want to redo the Northern Boys Give It To Me music video of just us dancing to Give It To Me by the Northern Boys, or sing it.
I mean, I said I'd do the song.
Would you do the dance?
I'm not fucking like, I'm not doing it in a pub, like.
We'll do it in the back garden.
But he docks my back garden.
I mean, it's been
winter.
doxed before.
Has it?
Yeah, it's in one of your cooking videos.
I mean loosely.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
And that's all we have. And Monopoly will be back, which will ultimately piss off Ash again.
Which no one cared about.
But Trade Me
No
Patrick.
one gave a shit about it, but it was fun.
Trade Me Patrick, Piggy. No. Give me Patrick. No. I want Patrick. No. I'll give you
I was
properties.
just having a fucking... I was having a meltdown.
I guess with that all being said, I guess for the WHODUNNIT, it's time to find out who done it.
Yeah, and the big surprise is we don't actually need to fucking... There are no prime suspects this week, which is kind of fun. Because there's absolutely zero progress on the Who Killed Lucy stuff. So yeah, let's rattle through the main topics again. Tamwa investigates the Rotten Hell business card. The Carters celebrate their future, and Carol and David's wedding day. First off with the Tamwa stuff, it's really, really minor. Like, it's so minor that I don't have a good joke for that.
So minor.
Him and Tamwa,
hit for me.
him and Shabnam try to piece together who would have sent this card. He figures out that it must have been Whitney. She then shows Tamwa receipts of how much of a bitch Lucy was to Whitney. She says, at least I'm not a hypocrite. He kind of goes, fair enough. You know, he can probably relate to being bullied. And Shabnam finds the card and then decides, fuck it. Well, if you're not going to do it, I'll fucking sort it. So she's going to be causing some problems.
I understand.
Yeah, there we are. Nothing else with that.
I understand she bullied you. But at the funeral,
There is a time and a place.
Yeah, like
Just get a spit sock or something, you know. Fucking bitch. I only reference that because someone said, "Do you reckon Harry had a spit sock for every time that Ron and Hermione got together?" Buckled me. Fucking that spit sock lives in my head rent free.
It's like there's a time and place. Like, if she had a handkerchief in her jacket, like, you could have took out the handkerchief, rubbed your nose in it, and put it back in. Like, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, like, just don't say anything about it. Just don't. It's not the fucking point. Why do you need to get this across?
Oh, me?
Just fucking no, Whitney in the situation. We're talking about the EastEnders, mate. Don't fucking.
No. The way you're talking about it's like you made it seem like you were talking about me. I was so confused.
No. It's like, but yeah, there's a time and a place. Just fucking, just shit talk her in about 3 months and go, yeah, she was a bit of a bitch, wasn't she? Yeah, sound done. But yeah, so, and she was honest. She did indeed own up to it, but did say, yeah, she was just being an absolute fucking prick. Like, she was just being a knobhead. It's not my fault. So at least she stood up for herself, I guess. But to be fair, Lucy was generally quite mean to Whitney, no matter what, especially from what we saw in this year. So I don't blame her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Carters celebrate their future. Next topic. This, mate, I feel like we're gonna rattle through this. This might be a fucking short podcast. How deep are we?
23 minutes in.
Oh, never mind. Back in the game. Back on track, boys.
That's why I brought up Shrek doesn't like the Tories, mate. I knew you needed some time. I knew it needed.
What do you mean? I never need time. I'm always ready.
Yeah, it's you're the talent.
Exactly.
Didn't hear that.
Say it. Just imagine.
You're the
Yes.
talent, Daddy.
Yes.
You're
Say
the talent.
that. What? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're the talent.
Fucking hell. It's all a joke.
Who's the talent, Peggy? You're the talent.
But yeah. Let's talk about the Carters. Mick is still angry with Shirley, and the Carters are celebrating the day. They've dubbed it a fresh start. Shirley thanks Phil for his help, and he lets it slip that he knows that she is Mick's mum. Obviously, that it's going to be something teased, and it obviously doesn't come. It probably doesn't come out till like Christmas. Let's be fair. Like, it's going to be teased all this time. Shirley's going to be like, "Oh, bloody hell, I just wasn't ready to be a mum," and it's like, "Yeah, but you weren't a mum though," and it's like, Mick, fucking realise, you daft bastard.
Is Mick older than Dean or younger?
I don't know. I'd imagine Dean's younger.
Does he have to be if Shirley was a teenager?
Because he was raised alongside, like, him and Tina. Right? How old's Mick? Mick is apparently 47. Yeah, Dean's like 10 years younger than him.
Fair enough.
He does have a 40-year-old's hairline though. It's going. Poor bastard. Some would say it's coming to us all.
Don't rub me.
A bold Piggy. Let's fucking go.
Tell me to take a photo with the bald filter on.
Nah. Let's just have the imagination do all the work.
All right.
But yeah, Dean fetches a spare set of clothes for Stan and says he feels uncomfortable with Stan taking the rap for him. And Dean finally starts to be a little bit more receptive to Shirley, and Stan maybe lets it slip that he's taken the rap for Dean. There's a lot of secrets within the Carters, and Nancy figures out there's something rogue about him. She doesn't buy his sweet grandson act, and Nancy asks about Dean, like whether Stan's covering him for dealing with the phones. But he then takes off Stan, who's decided to wear a scarf, and notices the bruising. Stan takes the brunt of it again, says, "Look, I fell in a bath when I was drunk." And Dean decides, if you want to play Happy Families, you can do it, but I'm not fucking interested. Stan and Mick move past a lie about him hurting him, but Stan wants the money back as part of his plan to keep Dean around. The Carters stress themselves out over the 10 grand that they lent him, and Mick figures out that Stan will give the money to Dean to help get him set up locally. Stan got off the charges, he has a curfew, and he settles to talk to Dean about setting up a barber's in Walford. Fucking Shirley nearly lets it slip when talking about the near drowning incident. She explains how she was a kid raising kids, and Mick once again said, "Yeah, but you weren't a mum though, were you?" And she just kind of looks at him, just fucking. If she had like fucking heat vision to like fucking block out that bit in his brain that's just not fucking firing, she fucking put two and two together. Come on. But he doesn't realise. Shirley decides she has a debt to be paid, and she asks Phil for 10 grand, but Mick opts to pay it anyways. And Phil very narrowly avoids exposing the truth to Mick, so it's like, which boy? And then Mick appears, and it's like, the good Dean or the bad Dean, you know? Fucking smooth operator, old Philip Mitchell. Philly.
Philly. You know what? People say Steve McFadden is a good actor. Isn't a good actor. Show him this scene. Also show him.
I mean, he is just a good actor in general. I don't think anybody thinks he's a bad actor.
Or just show them the scene where he boots in Ian's door.
Exactly. Absolutely leathers the door.
I seen by the look in your face you wanted to say a swear word.
The door.
The door. Oh, do you know what'd be funny? Do you know like in Takeshi's Castle where they run through the door? And like some of them just hit the door, they don't go through it. All you do if Phil went to fucking absolutely Takeshi Castle, ran up to the door, went to boot it in.
Just falls over.
Just fucking falls over. And you have, is it Craig Charles?
Yeah, Craig Charles.
You just have Craig Charles like on.
He's only got him falling through the door. That's a bad scouser, but.
He's only got him fucked it as Phil. It's just imagining him running up and absolutely falling to the door.
Yeah. But then, when talking to Stan, Dean reveals it needs about 20k to start a salon. Shirley gets the 10 grand off Phil, and Stan figures it out. Like, look, if you did it without me, you just spend it on cocaine and escorts. So you tell me what you need to buy, and I'll sign the checks. Which I'll fuck with. I bet Stan doesn't have a fucking clue how to run a bar, how to run a salon. So it's like, fucking, or a stylist or whatever. I think he called it like he wants to be a stylist, so he can both do men and women's hair. But yeah, very funny that fucking. When Stan's like, when he's explaining he wants to be a stylist, Stan's like, "What do you mean? Cut hair? You're a barber." And he's like, "Yeah, that's not how hair works, Granddad."
Get out of 1995, boomer.
But yeah, I kind of like it. It's a good way to keep Dean like intact, right? It's a good way for him to not just fucking spaff it all on nothing.
I mean, isn't that Barbers now the Fox Barbers?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know why EastEnders has to have a Barbers anyways. Like, because even now they barely use the fucking set. Like, I guess it's a cool place, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's close to the Wicks. I would assume it's the same place.
Also, did you see the funny error 2 weeks ago? When this comes out, it'll be 2 weeks. In Modern EastEnders with Reese, where they went to shoot the scene, and like they had to close up the door. You could see behind the set.
Yeah, sound. That's very relevant to this fucking this fucking podcast. I did indeed see that.
Yeah, it's interesting that Look, I'm desperately filling up the time here. Okay.
I mean, how? I think it's interesting that I don't feel like many people start their own businesses on the square anymore.
No.
Like, I feel like most people either they have a job or they don't have a job but miraculously manage to pay for everything.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I'm sad that Dean's like barber trades are gotten in Modern EastEnders. He seemed like a good barber.
What do you mean? We haven't fucking seen him cut any hair?
We have. He cut like one person's hair in EastEnders.
We saw him give Phil a shave.
Yeah, and we see do a little bit of trimming on someone's hair, like as Phil walked in.
No. Call him a good barber because we've seen two half fucking. We don't know yet.
You reckon Matt?
Categorically untrue.
You reckon Matt D'Angelo in real life is an actual barber?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'd love to try and get a haircut off him. Matt D'Angelo sounds like a nice lad. He's named after the famous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Don't know him.
He's named after the famous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, isn't he?
What response do you want from me?
Yeah, I was expecting like, oh wow, Matt D'Angelo. No, Michael D'Angelo.
It's it's just surface level, isn't it?
Alright, the talent.
I'll do all the basic jokes.
Alright, talent.
I'll do all the basic jokes. See, I make noises too. Ha, easy, fucking easy. I do them all. I do everything. But yeah, it feels like people don't really get businesses. Like, I guess Peter technically has his own like personal training thing, but it's never really a focus. Yeah, they just don't. It just doesn't happen anymore. I'd like to see it. It's like, I mean, a big step of Ian back in the day was him fucking starting his empire. Like, do you want to see someone like actually try to like start some fucking businesses and like work it up, have like a nice partnership, nice dynamic? We don't even see a lot of people working anymore. Like, yeah, sure, Jay is the car lot, but are we seeing scenes in the car lot where Jay and fucking now Lauren are like figuring out how to sell some motors? Like, no, we're fucking not, are we? I say it's a lost art.
Bring it back.
It's a lost art.
BBC, bring it back. At least, wait, so they're currently in October in EastEnders land, film and production. Christmas starts in September.
Maybe.
From what I gather, because it started in September last year. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait for all the Christmas leaks to come out. What will happen at Christmas? I'm excited. It's good. The end is near.
Yeah, but the end is only the beginning of another year. I mean, I don't know why we're talking about this here, but fuck it, we started, so we'll finish. It's gonna be a really. I feel like obviously there'll be a bit of a let off in between January and like Christmas and January, because there always is. But like the 40th anniversary is only 2 months after Christmas, like, and that feels like the anniversary week's gonna be fucking huge. It's everything they've been planning for the last like 2 years, pretty much since Clenshaw came in charge.
Yeah, and then like Dominic Treadwell Collins comes back and retcons everything.
No.
We still get that one comment off that one guy. Whenever we just make a video saying, "Oh, well, do you think EastEnders relies on the previous cast? What are they going to do? Bring back Reg Cox? Ah, 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 ah. Not going to stop me. Ah, ah, ah,
No.
ah. Like, I don't give a shit. Reg Cox cannot come back. The actor's probably fucking dead.
I mean, he doesn't really mean Reg Cox is gonna come back.
Yeah, still, but the way he's like applies it.
It's like when you fucking. It's like when you. It's like when I compared the introduction of the new Mitchells to like Finley and Felix. You're like, no, they're not fucking the same. Fuck off. You're full of shit. I'm like, I'm not fucking comparing them. Yeah, fuck off, dickhead. I'm like, someone's been fucking connecting the dots and have made a massive penis. Like, what's fucking going on here? It's not what I meant. And yeah, I will always remember. I'll always remember that.
Read the room. Read the room.
But yeah, it's a fucking. Obviously, they keep bringing back the fucking. It's a weird thing where people want old characters back because they don't like the new characters. But when old characters get brought back, they don't like it because the new characters aren't getting used in favor of the old characters. So like, yeah, there's a really big balance. It's a really finite balance between it, and at the end of the day, no one's gonna be happy. Except for me, because I am a shill. And I am in the cult of Clenshaw. TM. Are you in the cult of Clenshaw?
How much you paying me?
It's a cult. There's no payment in cults.
If there's at least some tropical juice, I love Chris Glenshaw. I think he's the greatest.
A pack of Freddos.
Pack of Freddos. Oh, mate, now you're fondling the balls. How good, you? What else are you including, huh?
A roast beef sandwich.
Oh, bit of red sauce.
Well, yeah, I'd say gravy, but yeah,
Gravy.
I guess.
Gravy. I mean, yeah, the Cult of Clenshaw, greatest director, greatest of all time. Nothing bad to say about him. Oh, that roast beef sandwich gonna go fucking hard. And a packet of Freddos afterwards. Oh.
There we are. That was the Phil section of the podcast. Cheers for still being here. We've just filled for 15 minutes. Fuck your time. No, let's actually talk about the EastEnders now. I almost feel bad talking like it like that. It's all it's part and parcel. Nobody watches to this point anyways, so it's fine. Carol and David's wedding day. Bianca is ready to wreck the wedding as she believes there's an affair going on with David and Nikki. David surprises Carol with a trip to the Caribbean while Bianca looks on fuming. Obviously, the joke I made whilst we were watching this is like, Carol, we're gonna go see the Caribbean. Yeah? What, like Florida Keys or something? No, we're going to Disneyland, Carol. We're gonna go see Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, which Pirates of the Caribbean is the ride based off? 6 or like 5. Just no. Fuck you. Why have you done this, David? You've forsaken me. You prick. Fuck Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't mind it. It's decent franchise.
Yeah, they're replacing.
You're more of an Indiana Jones man, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't really seen Pirates of the Caribbean, sadly.
Why not? Pirates are sick. I mean, neither have I.
My dad definitely has seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've definitely watched 1 and 2. And watched the opening to like Stranger Tides about 17 times. Because it would always be on, and you'd never be interested enough to watch it.
I mean, films like that are always interesting because it's like on free TV. They just give you random films, and you're like, I guess I'm nice to watch on a Wednesday. Gonna watch Mr. Bean Goes on Holiday number 2.
Exactly.
The second film I used to play on ITV every single week for about 7 years, and that song "Slow Down, You're Gonna Crash" has been stuck in my head ever since.
Or like every couple of weeks where it's like, here's another Bond film on. You're like, fuck it, go on then. Why not?
How about Johnny English Reborn? Oh, okay. I don't mind films on free TV, but it is funny, like what you get.
Oh, if it's on ITV, just give up. Fuck it. Fuck that shit.
If it's on ITV,
how many adverts? Not enough. What do you mean? There's already like 30 adverts. Fuck off.
Like, I'd love to see like one of the Avengers movies on it. Like, I don't think I've seen them. But imagine fucking Endgame with Tony Stark at the end of the film where he's about to do I Am Iron Man. Right? He's about to do the I Am. Today's sponsor is by Pampers Wipes. Wipe your bum softly. Oh, thanks.
Not sure why it's a YouTube ad roll.
Yeah, but
Today's video is sponsored by Keeps. More on that later.
But it'd be funny. Like, imagine watching a serious movie and then you're on ITV and stuff.
I'll say one of the other days, one of my brothers told me about a YouTuber who got sponsored by Manscaped, but this YouTuber had alopecia. So that all the hair's gone. It's all gone. It doesn't even have eyebrows. It's all gone.
How the fuck did he get that sponsored?
Get that fucking Skrilla, baby.
That is the greatest. That is the greatest sponsorship, I must say. Like, the one thing I look forward to with the growth of YouTube for us is when we eventually get sponsored by like Factor.
I'm selling that. I'm selling all its sponsors. Fucking. This video is brought to you by a shit energy drink that you may or may not buy. We're getting $1,000 a month. Sound.
And like one of us has to have it on our countertop, like when we're talking. It'll definitely.
I'll have a mini fridge, easy.
It's just like him.
But no, yeah, fucking tubes are fickle business, boys. Sorry.
I mean, it's either make or break. Some people make it, some people don't make it, and then it's like
if you really want to, you can support us on Patreon, YouTube memberships, or coffee. So, your choice.
It's always funny, like when you look at it, it's like, they've hit 1 million subscribers. Congratulations. What now? Well, actually, they've killed someone, they've raped someone, or they're a paedophile, and it's like, oh. Is any of them nice? Yeah, there's about 2 that are nice. Oh, thanks. You've just shit in my mouth. Thanks.
Just shit in this lovely part of the podcast. I'm joking about getting sponsors, and by joking, I mean 100% legit, for real.
Ash really wants the sponsors, but I remember the conversation we had when we first were thinking about getting sponsors. I went to Ash. I'm not saying anything in the sponsorship. You're saying it all. If they want me to say one sentence, I'll say one sentence. I'll say one line. I'm not fucking doing the Factor food.
I mean, when would you be reading out a sponsorship deal, anyways?
If I was to do a solo video.
Like what? How? This product is shit. Cut. This product is fine. Cut. Fucking.
I love Aero.
Who's paying your fucking bills? It's the sponsor. Grow up.
I love Aero water bottle. So fun. And enjoyable. Twist
but
that
yeah,
cap,
I mean,
baby. Like you twist your cock.
I mean, look, we all have our 15 minutes of fame. All right, it's all about making that 15 minutes of fame into a career. How about that?
Can we do the Tom Scar approach where he? I don't know if you've heard about it, but like like he's sponsored by Surfshark. Basically what he'd do is he'd make like this most fucked up ad possible. But like I think one of them went too far, and he'd basically submit them to Surfshark. Like, is that okay? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, it's fine. But it'd be like the most fucked up shit possible. Like a bomb going off or something. It's like this video is sponsored by Surfshark. And I go,
Well, like the old Colin Furs, where he just rides a massive shark and goes up and like around in a circle because he builds crazy shit. Good man. All right, back to the video. See, it's just like a sponsored segment. Ultimately unforgettable. Partly a waste of time, but you sat through it anyways. Congratulations. To be fair, the one time we were talking about sponsorships, it was because we were looking at like moving to a place and we needed money because we couldn't afford anything. Obviously, since then, times have changed. But yeah. I was also ambitious whenever the fuck I was looking at it anyways. Because what clout do we really have? We got decent watch time. But yeah.
we haven't got ads on. With the minute we get ads on our videos, the fucking mid rolls will be fucking popping, boys.
Get that 1p. Fucking.
Is it only 1p for every fucking ad?
No. It depends on the
The length.
Yeah, but obviously a lot of our shit's long form, so.
Fucking making that back, baby. And plus it's daily. Oh, fucking, we'll be fucking in the fields. I tell you what, boys. We'll be in them fucking fields getting them fucking money. Bag. Baby.
Money, bag.
Baby.
But yeah, alright, back to the EastEnders. Oh. Yeah, and this was all just because I made a shit joke about Pirates of the Caribbean. Bianca confronts him over this, and he claims that Nikki is a liberty-taking bimbo who is wrong in the head. I'm a liberty-taking himbo. Probably not. Not even that. Not even that good look. I'm not himbo status. I'm not himbo level.
You, if I could compliment you, you know that one Simpsons episode where Bart himself is a male prostitute and he's got bang Bart?
Yes.
That'll be you. That's you as a himbo. Like belly sticking out.
Fucking bang Bart.
Fucking belly sticking out. Hey baby, what's your name? Let's paint a picture. This here's a cargo jet.
Never been compared to bang Bart in my life.
You know what I mean?
That's something else. I like how you start that with, if I'm going to have to compliment you, bang Bart sound. Cheers.
But you know what I mean? You definitely won't have the fucking attitude that he had. When you walk out, Ash like, oh Ash, can you do something sexy for us? And then it's like, can you do something sexy for us, Ash? And he's holding the gun, he's like, bang. Bang.
Unenthusiastic as ever.
Show us some moves, Ash. Show us some of your moves. Okay, hold on. Bang. There you go, baby. Look at this, baby. Bang.
You like this, babe? Yeah. I don't. Yeah, and all that, she's a liberty-taking bimbo who's wrong in the head, and that she made a pass at him one time and one time alone. Untrue, of course. Bianca goes straight to Nikki and calls her a slapper and says she would never go for an old man with a frumpy, past-it old woman. Bianca throws her in some bin bags. David and Ian talk through Lucy being in the past and reminisce about Pat. David jokes about him finally being able to be a respectable family man. Terry gets the answer he doesn't want from Nikki, where she explains how she may have had a kiss and a cuddle with David a while back. David then proceeds to tell Nikki to clear off as Bianca gets the details from Terry. Bianca has a choice to make, whether to ruin the whole family with the truth about David or keep quiet and prioritise her mum's happiness. Some would say, quite like Brittany in this current year of EastEnders, who had the choice whether to allow her mum to be cheated on and lied to, or allow her to be rid of a cheating scumbag of a partner and go and raise the child with her family. Obviously, Brittany's a little bitch. Fucking cow. Dickhead.
Wow.
That's everybody hated that character for some reason, and it still buckles me, and I'll never forget it. That fucking that kid got so much abuse for no reason.
It's
like no one likes Whitney, so like, and suddenly everybody's like, oh fucking little cow, ruining their shit relationship, and nobody liked. Like, oh, just any excuse for people to have a complaint, and they'll do it, just like me right now.
It's fucking funny. Like, the one that always buckles me, because I always bring it up, is the fucking one Ash brought up to me after Christmas. It's like, why did they stab Keanu in the heart? Why couldn't they stab him in the arm?
Exactly.
Which I'm like, imagine you've just been on trial for murder, right? And you're in court, right? And the judge is like not going to go, oh, are you guilty? Are you innocent? He goes, now, Mr. Ash, why did you stab him in the heart? Why did you not go for the arm? Like, I'd be more confused why the judge is asking me that. Although if a judge did ask you that, I say just give him an extra $5. Fucking just don't tell anyone. A $5 and a jelly bean.
But yeah, it's fucking it's kind of funny. It is who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But yeah, it is pretty fun, and Bianca has the choice. Does she do it, or does she fucking ruin everything? Who the fuck knows? Bianca doesn't buy David's lies and is revolted that he cheated on a woman with cancer. She tells David that if he has any doubts, don't turn up to the wedding. And this was the duff. And the day after, David decides to stay and wants to make Carol the happiest woman in the world. Bianca seems a lesson on her stance and wants Carol to be happy. Nikki claims that they could have had something, but David pushes her in some bin bags as well. Poor Nikki, taking that bump like there's no tomorrow. I hope that's in her health insurance. David sends it to Hoxton, try and get some vinyl for the wedding, like their song, you know. But he feels he'll get caught up. He gets caught up, and time keeps ticking as it gets closer and closer to the wedding. The rest of the family panic as it is continuing. The time's ticking. It's coming down. David finds himself sprinting through the tube, sprinting through the square, clutching at his chest. As Carol is really uncertain while sitting in the car, ready to go, as David is collapsed on the floor, clutching at his heart. And Carol walks out and figures the wedding is off. The whole family panic as fucking Liam's just walking through the square with some music blaring through his ears, just fucking doing the old dance, and then he's suddenly like, Liam, what? Oh shit, Grandad, you're right, mate.
What would you do if you had Walking in Sunshine playing?
Banger, absolute banger.
Or he had the Peter Kay song, Is This the Way to Amarillo?
What's the you and Peter Kay song? Didn't you even sing, dickhead?
Is this the way to Amarillo? Oh no, he's had a heart attack.
Rolls off the tongue. Yeah, he does. David doesn't want to see anyone. The car breaks down as David looks like he's about to die, and Carol is nowhere to be found. Turns out he had a heart attack and has been struggling. While Carol finds herself in the park, and Ian has found her to talk her through it. Talk about how Ian used to want to be like David, but like Carol kind of goes, yeah, but David's as damaged as they go. And they both kind of settle down, spend time not thinking about Carol's cancer or thinking about the fact that Ian has a dead daughter. And they kind of like, they have a nice little chat, and I think they both feel normal for the first time in a while. Ian also had a prescription, I assume some antidepressants, if I had to guess. It's not really implied, or it's not really said what they are. He thought about taking all the pills to try and make it all stop, but he and Sharon talked it through. David, probably dosed up on morphine, said, "Look, Carol, I wasn't even scared when I thought I was going to die. I was relieved." And she's fucking fuming, because of course you would. I wanted to die. Fuck's sake, why am I still here? Like, come on. You're supposed to be building your life together. This breaks Carol's heart. She storms out. In the cancer checkup, they showed that the tumours are getting less and less, but they still want her to have a double mastectomy, and she storms out very quickly. Carol is angry when she sees David again. He thinks that they're off to their honeymoon, but she's torn up about the consultant. And the doctors are worried that he's been discharged a day after his attack. They both argue about each other lying and slowly pay their way through these grievances. They kind of talk about how they were kind of like the parents they never had in their own way.
Bit of incest, Piggy incest.
The old straight from Freud, right there. Good old Sigmund Freud. Yeah, they kind of talk about how it's also called the Oedipus complex, I believe. Yeah. Hatred for the same-sex parent, sexual desire, unconscious sexual desire for the opposite sex parent. The old Oedipus complex, classic psychology. Yeah, and this is it. They got a lot of genuine, very good back and forth, kind of talking about all their history and what allowed them to be there, how they did, like all this very cool stuff and this very nice stuff that shows the amount of history they have. But at they kind of reach an impasse. David explains how a small part of him wanted it all to end, and Carol then explains how, as much as I'd probably want to try change you, even if I did, probably wouldn't like you, you know? Like, as much as she would love for David to settle down and stop breaking her heart, at the end of the day, there's only so much she can fucking cope with. And that it's not worth it anymore. He says that the trip isn't just a holiday. She's booked her an appointment with a plastic surgeon in Miami. And at this point, she's kind of just fed up. Like, really? Oh, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter if you're gonna lose your boobs. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Get your plastic surgery, though, baby. It's like, fucking, that's not the fucking answer, is it? You know, maybe she just, you know, is he just all about the pomp and circumstance? He likes the wig. He wants some fucking fake tits to actually still be interested in her after all this time. It's just and yeah, as said before, they reached a massive impasse. His lies keep piling up. She wants to be an equal partner in this, but Carol has decided it's all over. David phones himself a car to the hospital, grabs his things and prepares to leave. Not before he finds the vinyl that he spent all the time yesterday going to get. The record of their song. They share one last dance. They sob in each other's arms as the song repeats and the vinyl loops on Forget You. He says one last goodbye to Bianca as everyone's in tears. Then David looks at the house, gets in the taxi, and instead of going to Walford General, time to go to Heathrow. As David looks back over the house, with Julia's theme playing, David Wicks has left the show and the square, once again running away, but this time probably the most justified he's been in running away, because everything did break down in the end. What do you think about the David and Carol stuff?
I don't know why Carol wasn't told about Nikki. That's my one question. Why weren't you told about Nikki?
Yeah.
He did break your heart, to be fair, I know, but still. Fucking, that's not a right marriage. Obviously, like, I don't want David Wicks back, but he is coming back. I think this was a perfect exit for him. It's like, I don't want Carol back if David's coming back, which he is. So it's going to
Yeah,
be
fair enough.
it's going to be interesting because I think this is the best ending you have for Declan Can, unless you bring them back for one last full run, like maybe a year or two. Like if you do like a one last run where they do get married, Carl probably dies of cancer, shit like that. Rather than she's dead off screen. Oh no, whoopsie do. I think like yeah, that's what I'd do. In terms of ranking this is a very good goodbye. This is a very good Julius theme, like send off from. It's funny how in the early 80s and mid 80s actually, that they actually just had the Julius theme whenever they wanted it. Like just had it for the most nonchalant scene. Like two lads had a fight, Julius theme, and now it's like David walking away in a cab, Julius theme. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but also please, David, please be better. Don't treat that like that. Why do you want to get fake boobs? Oh, why? Like, do you not think mine are good enough, David? Huh? I think mine are good enough.
But yeah, it was a wild one. It's a really good scene. It's always soaps are great when you can play on the history, and obviously David and Carol have so much history, and you can tell that they've spent the bulk of their lives either trying to be together or wishing they were together. And it is cool that they've reached the point. Well, I say it's kind of sad, but they have reached the point knowing that it's over. It's like Carol says something like, "It's time to grow up." I don't need this anymore. I feel like this is bad for me to still be here at this point in my life, and it's really interesting to see. I do enjoy it, and I think it's really cool because obviously I don't think David. Obviously, some people who would have watched David back in the day probably have much more of a vested interest in the character, and I've also not watched much of Carol either. But I do say they both fucking brought their A game and absolutely nailed these scenes, and it was very good, even if not the most intriguing for me personally. Like, I've never really particularly liked David that much. I appreciate what he does. I do like what he brings. But, like, is he my favorite character? No. Is he in my top 10? No. But yeah, like, and a decent exit as well. A deserved Julius theme. Like, sometimes, at least over the years, the Julius theme has been kept as something that is genuinely very important, that you don't just spaff out for no reason. Like, if the scene demands it, it is there, and they don't typically miss with these ones. So, full credit. Obviously, I don't think it was the most bittersweet though. I think it's bittersweet if you care for the characters, but in general, not the saddest one. There have been sadder Julius themes. But yeah, it's decent exit. It's probably set me up quite well for when he does return in this year of like the recording of this, because obviously his return has been talked about. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does when he comes back. Obviously, we're all expecting that he's going to be involved with Cindy in some way. My prediction is he's going to out the affair of Junior and Cindy at George and Elaine's wedding, and it's all going to ramp up. Also, probably be involved, especially because Bianca was with Junior as well, so she will know that he's a bit of a player, and obviously he'll probably play a part in the Bianca depression storyline whenever she comes back, which she will come back, as far as I'm concerned.
People have spotted her near the studio.
Yeah.
I understand the soap, but I fucking love how these mental bastards are like fucking like the FBI.
I know where she is.
It's like we did a video last week on Shirley Carter, and people were like,
"Yeah,
Linda Henry's car was robbed," and I'm like, You say you weren't a part of this, but were you? Like, because I understand you want to know what's going on in your favorite person's life, but it is a bit weird, bit monka. I think that's the correct one. It's a bit weird, bit not fun. So yeah, it's just yeah. But anyways, is this the end of the video? I guess it is.
I mean, just to finally talk it through. Thought it was a sleeper week of EastEnders. Obviously, if you don't know what I mean when I say sleeper week, it was the one that I wouldn't have expected to have been as invested in. But the week flew by. It was a very easy watch. It didn't dwell on too long. A lot of the episodes felt like they had to pack in a lot of stuff into this week, and it didn't feel overwhelming. It was just the right amount of time. Yeah. Any major thoughts on this week as well?
I enjoyed this week. It's a good week. Jam packed to the top, from bottom to top, and that's all I can really say about it. It's a good week. That's it.
There we are. And that is the week of WHODUNNIT. It's WHODUNNIT 2014. It's episode 22. We've done it. There was a lot of fill this episode, but there was also a lot of good stuff to get through. But yes, thanks everybody who's been watching this far. If you want to support the channel, we have a Discord. Join it. There's a link in the description. And all in all, we still have our YouTube member. We have Belinda Slater, who's still a member, and is coming up to their 1 month period of being a member. So if you do want to support the channel, all the links are in the description. Go from there. But yeah, thank you for watching WHODUNNIT 2014. We'll be back next week as we do episode 23. And obviously, just to reiterate, there are no prime suspects this week, as this week was absolutely... There was about a fucking bee's dick worth of Who Killed Lucy stuff, Really, really minor. Really, really small. So yeah, thanks for watching the episode. Join us next week. See you then. Bye-bye.
God, it's fucking hot.